My father immigrated to the United States via Canada. He started out um, coming to Canada working for the Canadian Railroad as a Greek immigrant, and then eventually immigrated from Canada to the United States. I was 8 years old when we came to the United States, but he started out as a Canadian railroad worker, and from there we've been in the development and construction business. I've gotten into the banking business and are now in a number of businesses, but our primary focus is real estate and banking. The crisis that we dealt with in the early 2000s was a wake-up call, and the banking industry concentrating on not ever letting those kind of issues happen again. I'm seeing now that the banks are paying more attention to that and have a greater focus on the fundamentals than they did in the past. So I don't think that there's going to be another shoe to drop. I think that there might be some issues with some banks that haven't focused on those fundamentals down the road, but I don't think that it's going to be the kind of thing that we saw in the early 2000s. My bank serves the Chicago area in general. We have definitely put ourselves out towards the Greek community. We're very committed to the Hellenic Museum and the Greek community in Chicago. We opened the museum up in Chicago, Greektown, and it was focused on the Greek immigrant experience of Chicagoans to Chicago. My motivation at the time was my father. He was encouraging me to get involved. So I said I would get involved, and after a year, I was the president of the museum. Now, you can imagine that where we started and where we're at now are vastly different. The mission and direction of the museum has always evolved. Obviously, the key components are heritage, the Hellenic ideals, and how we can impact the Western world with our culture and our values and our ideals.